Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the stream today, which is going to be EU4, continuation of the Revolutionary Bohemia campaign. Had to have a little look around first, just to see what was going on. There's lots of things going on. Apparently we're at war with the Ottomans. I haven't played this in a while. I think we were going for the Suez Canal route, so I can get that built, because why not? Just turn the music back on because I like speaking to myself. So, how is everyone today on this glorious Saturday? Actually, I'm going to have to work in a few hours. Oh, brilliant. Outstanding. A few words before the stream properly starts. If you come onto a stream that has English in the title, I don't know if it translates my stream to other countries, and therefore they don't get English, they get whatever language it is in their country. But I don't know. I've had a few people come on and start spouting random languages to me. And obviously it's not a random language stream. It's a very much an English stream. So I've had to put a little caveat in my description of my stream. So it's English only because I don't speak Cyrillic. I can't read Cyrillic. I also don't speak Arabic either. The only phrases that I know in Arabic are fairly aggressive ones, such as "get on the fucking floor." Put your hands up, put your weapon down, that kind of shit. So that is not the kind of things that I want to be saying in chat. So yeah. Plus, if your name already is a little bit weird, if it seems a little bit trolly, then I've no time for it. You'll get deleted. Anyway, moving swiftly on with this Revolutionary Bohemia. I only did Bohemia so that we could get the what was it? What was the achievement that we got? The Bohemians. Has Bohemia owned Dublin as a core province? Oh, we did that very early actually. Local dev cost. Why have I got local dev cost here? Why have I switched that on? No edict. Must have been Devon up at some point. Have I got any other edicts on? And I've been developing Britain quite a lot because it had retained some of its prosperity, and you want to be stacking the development edict with. I had one down here that was prosperous. Where have you gone? Here we go. You ought to be stacking the development with the prosperity bonus that you get, a further 10% off local development cost, giving a combined 20% off, which is nice. It just means you can develop a little bit more. What else do I need to do? What else do I need to do before I properly start on the next episode? I think I was looking for a route out of this fight with the Ottomans. I think I'd lost a few too many people. What happened? Something had happened. I mean, we had 116,000 lost. It's not that much. But we are running quite low on manpower. And we could probably get from the Ottomans what I want. Maybe. Demanding bidding. Oh, of course, yeah. I want you to cut Austria off as well. So something like that. Maybe take the Holy Land, or 2, or 5, or a few, or a bit more, or less of that and more of the coastline because it's more expensive. Or maybe even your capital, or maybe even more, or maybe just link all my land. What am I doing here? Really? You take all that? No. We do have overextension already. Would you even give me Tunis's capital? You would. For 100 and a little bit percent. What's 100 absolutism? It means a client state down here, probably. I'll maybe even pop out the Mamluks. Mamluks, have you still got cores? Yeah, they'll have permanent cores around here, won't they? Yeah, Marmadukes have got permanent cores down here. Might even pop out a Marmaduke. It means that I can't build a Suez Canal. Because it'll instantly try to give the Marmadukes all of this stuff. That's why they have cores. I'll have to choose somebody like... maybe even Syria. Yeah, it might pop out of Syria. Might pop out of Syria to eat this lump. Mega high, well not mega high dev, but lots of promises. I don't need this bit. Just want to take as much stuff off the Ottomans as we can. And at the moment we're being held back by just Moscow. Rip. Yeah, sorry if that came across a little bit totalitarian, but I don't know. You got to place house rules, don't you? What is it that DDR goes on about? Viewer reduction stats. There we go. I'm fine with just having 3 people watching me. And this is a very tiny career. This is a very tiny career. Tributary state of Ming. Bless him. Japan, are you a tributary state of Ming? You are. Is everybody a tributary state of Ming? The Ottomans are not a tributary state of Ming. Can we take this off the Ottomans? Well, I want it off the Ottomans. Oh, Russia, what are you doing? And does this count as an open border between us and the Minglings? Devastation, non-tributaries is 0. It does not. And if it does not, then why not? For reasons. Anyway, it brings up a war with Malacca, Jampur and Brunei. At some point I don't know if... we probably left it a little bit late to get into India now. I think consolidate the entirety of Europe under revolutionary Bohemia. I think I'd be fine with that. Maybe just concentrate on beating the Ottomans down with our revolutionary Bohemia stick. Also, Alenia is ours, as it is I don't even know what it is. Chelyaba? Because we went to war with Russia a few episodes ago, but we never actually really saw their army. Ate through their really weak forts really quickly and demanded all of this. Actually, Russia, I'm going to go back to war with you. 1755. Are you friends with anyone? Timurids and Buryata. But Buryata's a tributary state of Ming. So why are you grabbing alliances outside of your tributariness? I don't have amazing liberty desire. But it does mean that I can go to war with Russia and take land off Buryata without me getting involved. Oryat, do you go? Same with Buryata, Bengal. Bengal's tributary state. I wonder, is there any way that we can get into Ming? Is there any way that we can go to war with somebody who's his tributary and open up a border directly with Ming? No, probably not. Oh well. So let's grab a few provinces around here that we're going to take directly. Probably worth this of all. Doing a little bit of carpet sieging, sort of. Now we started grouping together because I think these lumps are starting to head up. That will do. Oh, and they're really struggling with this. Okay, so going to start the episode. It's usually about 30 minutes long, about 25-30 minutes long, and in that period of time I can't really talk to chat, or I don't talk to chat. I can see chat happening on my right, so if I can weave the answer to whatever question you have into the episode, or look at it, or if it's a question about what's in such and such a place, or manpower or something like that, that kind of open the tab and you can see for yourself. But I don't really like speaking to chat whilst I'm doing episodes. Of course, all the questions that I miss will be swept up after the episode, and you can laugh at my attempt to make revolutionary Bohemia great again. We can all laugh together in about 30 minutes time. Anyway, without further ado, let's get it on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our revolutionary Bohemia campaign in E4 with me, your host, Lucky Marine. For you, it's been probably about a day. For me, it's been about 2 weeks. So I just need to familiarise myself with what's going on. Looks like we're at war with the Ottomans, probably for the Suez, or I'm trying to get the Suez built. Tunis is down to medium. I think I'd already taken its capital out. Alaska, Baluchistan, and Ottoman Australia are a thing. Baluchistan, I don't think we're going there. We're pretty much, yeah. Ottomans moved their capital to Adana, and we've had their capital for a while now. So that'll be a decent amount of war exhaustion for them. However, we do have not much manpower, so I don't think we're going to be in this for that much longer. Hey now has left the military coalition, as has Denmark, as has Holland. Probably because I reloaded the game. Yeah, I mean, it's been weeks. Mainz has left the military coalition, as has Poland. Reminds me, I need to get back into Poland at some point. And dead people, what is going on? Come back after 2 weeks and everyone starts dying off. No. Nope, and we have the money to cycle all these out. I would like a discipline guy of the right culture, if you don't mind. What else do I need? What else do I need? Let's have one person on there. It'll be counted as an ongoing siege. What is going on here? Why do you think that putting 2 troops in here is going to be a good idea for you? Let's try to squish this. And you should all be kind of stuck behind Alcarac, which is a fort in the mountains. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, you should be kind of stuck. I don't know what's going on. You're not stuck? Oh, you're not stuck. You should be. Because it's a fort that I own. Oh, and they got rebels. Excellent. I wondered, with the amount of war exhaustion that the Ottomans had, at what point they were going to get rebels. Fort defense allows a force limit. No, 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 and nope. Give me a discipline advisor, preferably one of my culture that we can bump up to level 5. Oh, I can't get any further than you. That's unfortunate. I think we're about ready to peace out. That's fine. You're not getting through that, not getting through that. Got through the heretics. We're at 28% there. Let's split you just evenly. They do have some big numbers kind of floating around over here. I don't want to get caught out. Plus I don't want to get caught out with rebels popping our face. And we've converted that place. Was there any reason to convert this place? Other than that it was probably animist and therefore... Oh, I might as well give you a trade company. And therefore probably fairly easy to do. Can I give you a trade company as well? Well, I could if you were actually mine. But no, you're Spanish. What is this? Spanish Australia. Australia is split between the Ottomans and Spain. That's... I mean, Spain usually gets there. Ottomans not so much. I could make you Christian. I could make you Catholic even, from animist. That's simple and easy. Or we can concentrate on the harder stuff. No, let's just try and keep our religious unity down. Even going full humanist. I think full humanist, yeah, tolerance. Plus 25%. Yeah, we don't have that many missionaries. We have one, I should say. My farm is discipline. Yeah, there we go. Discipline of the right culture as well, meaning we can promote you a further 3 times. Many times actually. Were you level 1? Might have been level 1. Doesn't matter. Just means that we can promote them all the way up to level 5, and that is the best bonus that we could possibly get from a military advisor. And some of our provinces still are not called. How soon? Very soon. So we'd have to be in this for much longer. But whilst we're here, there's no point in not taking a little bit more. We've won the siege of such and such place. You have English Colombian noble rebels. English Colombian noble rebels. Well, that's not my problem. What if we can say this? What if we can get the Ottomans to give us bits of their North American holdings? How's to peace out? No, why? Without occupying any fort. Is that because this is your capital? Right, can I get you to concede then? No. Sometimes you can get them to concede bits of America to you. We can't do it then. Alright, give me all that. But just not Nootka. What was I watching? Something about Nootka. I don't know. Had the get rid of this one. Had the guy from that plays Bane and Batman in it. What was that? 87%. Is there anything else I want? Anything that would be like 0%? How about stuff over here? No. What about islands? Does it give me tiny islands? That's a yes. Any more tiny islands? Why the hell not? Ooh. Tiny islands there as well, and here. Also these ones here as well. And that. Anything else? I said I wanted to concentrate on Europe, didn't I? And those. And those. What's the one? That's 87%. A donate maybe? No, why? Demand a donate without occupying any forts in the area. Yeah, we blocked them over in Greece, didn't we? Where's the nearest fort to you, though? There isn't. Ottomans, there isn't a fort over here. Nearest fort is Brugge. That's not near. That is not near. Local fort. There is no local fort to sit on. Trust me. Let's split you up. Let's have the ongoing sieges. It'll all add to the war score. Tiny little bit more carpet sieging here. I'm just waiting for some of the overextension to come in. Ottoman peasants. Damn. What are we at? 25th of June. Yeah, it's only 3 months. Okay. Some of our administrators have fled the country. We found they were leaking information to the bastards in us. Oh, I see. I see. Well, two can play that game. Infiltrate administration would allow us to see their troop movements. Not that we really need to. Could slander merchants, we could corrupt officials. So discontent. If we sow discontent, it just piles on. How many rebels are going to get? Sabotage reputation, maybe? Support rebels? Let's sow discontent. Don't think we've got any more forts that we want to get through. Therefore, we don't need the 100. Not really. And on we go. Okay. Okay. And more treasure fleets. So you jump onto that, you jump onto that, you onto there. You're already moving. You onto there. You onto Audible. You onto Ahoy. And I think once everyone's onto the forts that they need to cover off on, I think we're about ready. There we go. Fort, 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 fort. Ongoing fight that didn't need to happen. I don't know what you're doing, Fulo. That's foolish. living up to his name, I suppose. We'll just get out here, I think. Oh, Tunis is down at low. Can I separately PC out Tunis? For stuff. How about we allowed you to keep your capital, but we took coastline? You would say yes to that. Oh, what about bits and pieces here, though? No. Yeah, that's fine. Well, let's do that. Let's get you out. Random dog outside. Let's also, Mr. Ottoman man, I would like. I'm going to be giving bits and pieces to Syria, aren't I? What are these pieces that have just dropped it to 0? Oh, the Australian stuff. I don't need anything in Australia. No, I don't need anything there. We shall concentrate on provinces in this area. I don't really want to be going through your forts ever again, so we'll take El Carrick. We haven't got to Tobruk, but you're willing to give me Tobruk. How weird. Never want to go through that fort ever again, so I will have that. Never want to go through that fort again, so we'll take that as well. Any other forts that I have missed out in La Peace deal? Trebizond. Jerpajikadu. Diyarbakir, this thing. Anywhere else? Anywhere else? Won't give me that now. Might actually give us Trebizond. Will not. Fair enough. Would give us Audible though. What was the fort that was struggling with here? Evian. No. Do we try and cut you off? Could give this to my client state. But I could also give that to my client state. Which would cut the Ottomans off. Sort of, kind of. Would I like anything else? No, I think I'm full of Ottomanness. Taking a few forts. Forts that we're not going to have to siege through ever again. I'll have to remember to get them sold off or get them dismantled before fobbing them off to a client state. Got Holy Land, got the provinces needed for the Suez Canal, taking the majority of the Ottoman Mediterranean coast here. This doesn't really count anymore because they've moved their trade capital from Constantinople down to Adana, taking their capital. Now the capital isn't in a terrible place. I won't mind it still being there. So can we swap that for something that's going to be more advantageous to us, i.e. make our way down towards the holy site of Mecca? We can. Alright. What else can we have? 2%? Nope. A 1%? No. That's pretty much the maximum we can get. So forts, holy sites, Suez Canal. We cut the Ottomans off a little bit here. They might end up with revolutions here, and they might enforce their demands. And here, depends. It depends. But that will do. That will do. In fact, if I took those two off, could we get even more? We could. Excellent. A little bit more to a client state. 133% overextension, but that should be fine. Hello. There we go. Oh, it hurts. It hurts my eyeballs. But with the spread of revolution, Casus Belli, revolution in Bohemia, suffers a base of 51 aggressive expansion. Relations penalty will cause California to suffer aggressive expansion penalty. Yep, fair enough. Yes, all the stuff over here. Flipped immediately to California. How about you? Oh no. This is actually Milan. It's Alaskan stuff. Oh, can I just give you to California? I don't want to be the one over here having to administer this. Where are you? California. We didn't take colonial ideas. You won't believe it, would you? Wait, California. Can I grant you the province of Nizingia? Done. Don't need that. And at some point, we'll bring ships over here so that they can cross over and take out Lutka in the next war with the Ottomans. I think that's the only reason why they didn't take the island, because they didn't have the ships. Or they should have had the ships to force their way across onto the island and take the capital province. Also, this is a mess. There are still people here, and I don't like that. So can I get you to go to war? Bohemian Peru. Actually, whereabouts are you? Yeah, alright. I need Bohemian Peru to get off their arse and actually do something. Bohemian Peru. Start war on colony. Have no CB against a country without a truce with them. Oh, without truce with them. Can I not just declare war directly on you? Yes, but the revolution. However, let's deal with popping out client states and such before I throw ourselves into another war. So, Alania. Let's get rid of that fort because client states and vassals don't know what to do with forts. They keep them on all the time. Alania, where are you? Let's grant you the province of Astrakhan and of Terak and of Majar and Scasia and Adge. Oh no, I've hardly given them anything. Candé, why would I be able to give you Candé? No, I've already called that. There's no point in you having that anymore. Alright. I need to poop out of Syria. But first, let's get rid of some of these level 8s. I don't need him to have those. Especially in areas that aren't that defensive. Tobruk's fine. You're only level 2. Surprise Mecca itself doesn't have a fort. Oh well. And we'll keep you. Half decent fort here. Blocks off the entirety of this area. So, Syria. Do we pop out Syria? Or do we just pop out a client state? Client states, what do you do? What's your thing? Client state traditions, morale of armies plus wow. Co-creation minus 10%, national unrest minus 2, national tax modifier. Why do they get... Client states get lots of really good stuff. Alright, well, it's going to be a client state then. I was going to pop out Syria for, I don't know, bits and pieces that they could do for us. The random flavour. But no, it can be a client state. I shall assign this province to a client state. It will be Antiochi. Why not? It can be a republic. Although if I do it monarchy of my... No, because we're a republic. They might as well be a republic as well. And they can be a nice... blue colour? No. White? I look a little bit too much like Jerusalem. What colour do I want? Bright yellow. Green, to add to the more green that's going on in the map. They can be blue. I really like colour blue. And this is fine. That's fine. Okay, so let's feed you up. Antiochi. Let's grant me the province of Aleppo. Alright, the default model is still there, but we've actually taken the fort down. Alright. Antiochi. Let's grant you the province of Aleppo. And Urfa. And that thing. And Tarabulus. And yeah, Damascus. And Sidon. Jaffa. They're getting full already. They're getting full already. Gaza as well, 88%. I think I need to keep Jerusalem actually mine in order to benefit from they also need Gaza. Nope. Owned by Revolutionary Bohemia or a subject. Whew, okay. So I think we actually need this in order to grab the missionary. So I'm going to keep this and we'll continue feeding Antiochi. This stuff here. Sharika, 97%. That'll do. I think. Could give you anything else? Damage. Nope, overextended. That is fair enough. So, what are we down to? Of course, we already had some still to come in, didn't we? But you're done in June. Separate sentiment already. Oh, you can sit to one side. So there is, yeah, there's more than enough coming in. So by overextension, and let's make a start on all of those. Or some of those. A few of those. I will leave that to one side because I want to deal with separatist sentiment. I don't want 18 of them popping. And they will. They will. So who's next? Oh, of course we already have lots and lots to do that. We also are going to, whilst we can, give all of this stuff. Not to all of Roman Empire. Wait. So which islands over here can I fob off to trade company? Some of them we can, some of them we can't. Or we can there. It's just going to bring the unrest down by lots. Although... do we have to trade company first? Or do we change it to a Christian? We'll change it to Christian first. New Bohemia and Rio de Pratan. New Bohemia. Right. Well, New Bohemia is massive. Let's improve relations with them and see if that will ease the tensions. And Rio de Pratan. The hell is Rio de Pratan? Rio de Prata? To improve relations with you as well. It's one of the random Portuguese places that we got. For some reason. Still don't have colonial ideas. But then if you just eat the provinces from colonial countries, such as Britain and Portugal and Spain, then you never need colonial ideas. I can make things and stuff. Overextension is dangerously high. Yep, tell me about it. However, who is the next target? Who's next on my list? Poland's not there. Poland, who are you friends with? Lithuania and Livonian order, that would tie things up nicely. Right, let's go stack up there. We don't need mega manpower to take them out. So just head up, that's a general location. All my random ships. Meet up there and I'll deal with you once you get there. Let's also get into our own lands. Okay. Where's our separatist sentiment? Plus 15 local unrest. So yeah, as soon as we click this, chances are another one will pop up. So you might as well just leave it up, as long as it will stay up. Also, you're on the move, good. Still have core provinces, that should be us under 100%. It is. I mean, we could have waited the extra month and not had that separatist sentiment, but it was only a month. It'll be fine. Also, are we focusing on admin? We are. 15 points of admin per month, every month. Let's not here. And instead, let's use those points on something else. As soon as Alana has dipped, why have I still got this up? We're already dipped under the 100%. I don't need that up anymore. They do need like a bar somewhere where you can minimize some of the pop-ups. Products, please. Yeah, as soon as Alana has got rid of all of their... I can't believe that like 3 provinces over here were enough to tip them over 100% overextension. I don't know. Anyway, let's go stack up on Poland, shall we? Poland and Lithuania and... who else was it? It was you. Livonian Order. Allows us to take out Livonian Order. Excellent. Also allows us to regenerate a few troops. Because we don't have many. Our colony, Bohemian Canada A, has declared war on the Huron. Excellent. Our colony is actually doing stuff. Can I get Bohemian Mexico to declare war on anyone? Storm colony. Aztec conquest. Wait, what? As a colony, you can only declare war on other colonies and on neighbouring primitives. But it's Aztec, they are primitive, are they not? Alright, Cuba. You're usually one for rapid expansion. Can I get you to Star War? New Bohemian. Maybe not. Portuguese. Mexico. Can I get you to start war? Anyone. Just somebody. I will do it myself if I have to. I can. And I will. And I probably won't have to do much because my minions will do it. Muisca Carib needs to be sorted out. Ishma needs sorting out. Actually, let's start that now. Why not bring you in as a co-belligerent? Go have fun. Of course. You got stuck, didn't you? Got stuck because we have no walkway between us and our other lands. But that's 36 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I was meant to stop after 30. But I've been like a Marine. As always, you lot have been amazing. Join me next time for more with revolutionary Bohemia. Until then, do take care. Oh dear. Still not used to the going back to 30-minute episodes. Professional EU4 player. I wouldn't say professional. I do it a lot. I have quite a few hours logged in EU4. That counts. Is defensive exploration quality a good first 3 ideas for France? Is defensive exploration and quality. Defensive exploration and quality for France. Now France has, you won't be able to see it here. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to bring it up. But one of, I think it's his second idea. Second idea for France is Elan, which is something like 20% morale of armies. Now defensive, I think it's the second idea down the defensive line is military drill, which is an additional plus 15% to morale of armies. So you can have a France that's rocking 45% extra morale than other people, and that makes you scary as balls. So defensive as an early idea for France, yeah, most certainly I would highly recommend that. Exploration depends if you want to explore. I've always been of the mindset that if you are a country that has dedicated exploration ideas as part of your makeup, as part of your setup, i.e. Portugal, Spain, Britain to an extent, then fair enough, go balls deep in exploration and expansion. However, if you're not set up that way, then don't try to force it. Because the colonies that are over here belong to countries that are over here. And as long as you can smash the country that's over here, you can take all the colonies over here. It's exactly what I did. I don't have exploration, I don't have expansion. All of this has been land grabbed from the people that we beat up in Europe. I don't think I've ever set foot in the Americas. I mean, it's over there. I know it's over there. We get lots of money from it. But I don't think we've really properly sent an army over there to kill anyone. It's just what we've done over here. So for France, for the first 3 ideas, I probably wouldn't go exploration for that matter. I'm just going to bring up France's ideas. Let's see what would synergize well with the early French ideas. U for France. So, bring up the wiki. What do you have? So, you get... First idea is national manpower modifier and 1 diplo rep. 1 diplo relation. Ooh. And then, yeah, there we go. Milan. Ilan, even. The plus 20% for all of armies, which is huge. 1 diplo rep and 1 diplomatic relation. You also get a minus 10% to technology cost later on. I mean, they do have the native trading principles, but this wouldn't be enough. This wouldn't be enough, not by any stretch of the imagination, to make me want to go fully, make me want to waste ideas into exploration expansion, because there's nothing here that pertains to combat. Maybe first 3 ideas as France, definitely defensive. I would agree with you on that 100%. So I shouldn't take exploration as France. It's up to you. If you want to go and explore the world and be the first over here, and so that it's your culture, then fair enough. That's probably a half decent reason. But I wouldn't, because France, as long as you can build up a half decent fleet or keep relations up with Scotland, so you can already have armies in Scotland when you declare war on England, then you can take English colonies. But don't take random. If England has got 1 or 2 provinces over here, don't declare war for the 1 or 2 provinces, because you don't have the exploration expansion to grab the other colonies next to it to turn into a colonial nation. Go for full colonial nation. So when Portugal creates the colonial nation of Brazil, or England creates the colonial nation of Brazil, then swoop in and take the entirety of the colony off them. And when Portugal makes a Brazil, swoop in and take the entirety of the colony off them. But I think trying to stack diluting France with exploration and expansion when they are mega strong, when a few military ideas can have you ruffle stomping the entirety of Europe, I think would be a poor choice. Maybe even go. Maybe diplomatic earlier on. The expanding into HRE is always going to be difficult for you for France, but you've got Burgundy, and so eating your way through Burgundy fairly quickly before anything happens, before any kind of Burgundian inheritance, If the Burgundian inheritance flips and you get a little bit of it, you know, fair enough, but you don't just want a little bit of it. You want to be eating big chunks of Burgundy before anything like that fires. But being able to improve relations with the people in the HRE, much like we did. If you go back to the early episodes of us expanding as Bohemia, we took diplomatic early. I think, yeah, the very first idea that we took for the extra diplomat, so we could have 2, sometimes 3 diplomats just all out improving relations with people. Now, if people's relations with you are mega, I mean, I've not had to do it for a long time because, I mean, we're giant now. But if they are in the positives by any number, +1, then they can have, I mean, Galra here has a -57 aggressive expansion opinion of us. Now, it only has to be, what was it, 40? Before joining coalition. But because we've improved relations with them, they'll never join a coalition because they have positive opinion of us. And that is how we expanded whilst we were in the HRE. But you being in France and expanding into the HRE is going to be twice as difficult. So I think grabbing diplomatic early will be a really strong shout. Maybe immediately vassalizing the likes of Brittany, taking advantage of the extra relation slot that you have for a vassal. And then defensive. And then, in my eyes, the quicker you can pick up humanist, the better. Doesn't France have really good tolerance? Like mega good tolerance of heathens and heretics. Just gonna break France again. Sorry, I've just gone off on one. Yeah, +2 tolerance of heretics, +2 tolerance of heathens. You mix that with humanist, +3 tolerance of heretics and +3 tolerance of heathens, and suddenly you're never having uprisings because of religious problems ever, because of your epic tolerance. Plus, there's loads of other good stuff that comes with humanist. Sorry. How do I get a LAN as France? You just have to take your ideas. It's these. So in this slot, is it this slot or this slot? It's the third one. So in this slot for France is a LAN. And it takes 3 ideas to unlock the first one. So when we took War Cabinet, we also unlocked Compactor of Prague. When we got to this one, we unlocked Elective Monarchy. And then 1, 2, 3, when we got to Local Traditions, we unlocked Wagenburg. Wagenburg. So by the time you get a tiny bit through your second idea group, which should probably be defensive. The second idea of defensive is morale of armies +15. That will tie in beautifully. By the time you get morale of armies +15, you'll also unlock Elan. You'll suddenly have +45% morale of armies. If you can also tie in that with a morale of armies here, you can be rocking 55% morale of armies. You're killing anything and everything. Be scary. Be mega scary. Would really love to colonize in America as France to get strong and avoid aggressive expansion. You can avoid aggressive expansion. In the very early stages of the game, the age of discovery, if you can find a way to get to war with Denmark, you can make him transfer to you the likes of Sweden, Norway, what is it, in the Age of Discovery. There's something in the Age of Discovery that makes transferring of vassals half price. So you can do that very easily. And with aggressive expansion, you just have to be wary of culture groups. So have cultures pinned to your bar. This is the French culture group. Expanding in this culture group is going to piss off everyone in this culture group. But the people in the Iberian culture group, they couldn't give a toss. So if you have a look over here, we have we've just taken a load of land in like this culture group, which means everyone in this culture group is going to be quite pissed off with us. However, the Ottomans have been silly, and they're the only ones in this culture group anymore. So we're not going to really be able to gauge. Actually, Cyprus, you in this culture group? Not really. Yeah, we can't really gauge that properly because the Ottomans have blobbed out too much. But if you're wary of the culture group that you're expanding into, plus the religion that you're expanding into, we just took a load of land off the Sunnis. If we go down to, well, you've got Cyprus right on the doorstep of all of this that we just took. He should have some sort of aggressive expansion, but not really. It's just -8. Just -8 because he's not of this culture group. He's of a different culture group, and he's not of this religion. He's a different religion. So he doesn't care. It doesn't matter. Which means we can turn around and then go to war with Cyprus. And you spread your aggressive expansion throughout the culture groups. It's why the Ottomans have it so easy early on. Because this is one culture group, this is an entirely different culture group, this is an entirely different culture group, this is an entirely different culture group. And so the Ottomans just nibble a little bit from every one and not really incur the wrath of any particular coalition. Another reason why they're so OP. Yep, I'm gonna have to scroll on my chat because I can't. Why have you chosen offensive and not quality? Offensive and not quality. I think quality is coming next, but I chose offensive first for the siege ability. Because later, well, siege ability, the discipline. Because later on in the game, you're focusing on trying to get through level 8 forts. I think it's important to throw your siege ability as high as you can, which is the reason why we went with innovative later on. Innovative allows us to unlock a policy which gives us a little bit more siege ability and guarantees an extra siege pip on our leaders. And having a high siege pip in general and good siege ability later on in the game can work wonders. I think it can anyway. Which steps do you have to make? Which steps do you need to take to make France's armies invincible? You go to the start screen, you click France, and you continue. And that's it. They're already really strong. You will unlock a land taking whatever ideas that you want to take, but combining that with defensive as well and a morale advisor, it's going to be mega easy. Plus, you've got one of your ages. I think it might be the Age of Absolutism. Age of Absolutism. France gets one of these decisions to take. I think it's for extra fire damage. I believe it's extra fire damage. So in the Age of Absolutism, you can be mega strong, and then I think, don't quote me on this, but I'm fairly certain that France can flip revolutionary before anybody else on the map, which again, it just makes you OP, mega OP. Rather have 120 discipline over 155% morale. Late game, I'd agree with you. Early game, I'd say that morale is king. Once you get to this stage, definitely discipline. But early game, and it would be mega early game, because you only have to get your second idea of your second group to get the 150 odd % morale. I mean, you can always pick up a discipline advisor instead of a morale advisor, give you an extra 5% discipline, but as long as you've got the manpower to back up that amount of morale, which France should, then you're on to good things. What's the best way to stay warm? Yeah, high Miltech. Yeah. And the best way to keep up to date with tech is to be efficient with your points, which is why I like Humanist so much. And that 10% off every single idea soon starts to stack up. Okay. Right, let's get another episode out. What am I doing now? Splitting you up so that you're not taking quite so much attrition. How much are we in the hole? By about 10,000. And we gain about 4,000 per month. You're all walking your way there, as are you, as are you, as are you. Yeah, declare war on Poland. It'll just allow us to mop up Lithuania, take Poland out of the game. Or do we take Poland out of the game? The more little countries that you can declare on, the less truce breaking you're having to do, because they'll all kind of ally up with each other. Lithuania, Livonian order. Livonian order. Allied with Denmark. Denmark. Allied with Austria. Ooh. Why? For reasons unknown. Okay. Well, it might be a war on the Livonian order. Drag Denmark in. Just eliminate them from the game. Although, declaring war on Denmark drags Austria out of its HRE bubble. There's going to be a point where we're going to have to turn on Austria. At some point. Is he already at war? Who are you at war with? Who are you at war with? Attacker against Papal State in the Ferrarinese Papal Nationalist War. Love it. What are you, Ravensburg? Can't believe Ravensburg is still a thing. Anyway. Onwards. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Revolutionary Bohemia campaign in EU4 with me, your host Logmarine, where we have taken Jerusalem and Mecca. Did that the wrong way around. Jerusalem and Mecca from the dirty Ottomans. And therefore we have more people spreading the true faith, which is nice. And we are currently relocating to go kick the poop out of Poland. Also, Austria has been elected to be the dude. It's to be expected. And I also need you to come back, because I have got my people stuck. Alright. Heavies continue. Okay. Okay. Both of those need to be dealt with. Actually, I can just walk you around now. But we might as well pick some of these up. Revolution Bohemia adds 75% to the spy network in Cologne. We might as well use that. Might as well grab a claim. Things are cheap over claims. Russia. 1755. Right, I have to be able to remember that. Also, let's put someone in charge. That might get that a little bit quicker. I'll take less attrition. How far are we behind on tech? Oh, we're quite far ahead. Quite far ahead, therefore. No, I don't need another leader. Not just yet. Trading in incense happened to us, which is Torch of Truth Faith plus a tiny smidgen. Military access for Brunei, no thank you. Do you want to keep this full? What's he good at? Possible advisors. It's not the worst, it's not the best. It's 59. Did I ever make you a military commander? I did. You turned out a 444. He's a bit old. Now we'll go with... We'll keep him. Do we keep him? Let's keep him. Keep him for another round. Jumps to a 522. Brings our Republican tradition down by 10. More advisors, it just means that it's more likely that there'll be an improved relations guy, or there'll be a discipline guy, or there'll be a missionary strength guy. Why do I have missionary strength guy? Why do we not have unrest? Or inflation? How's our inflation? There's no inflation to be had. Could do it with the unrest guy actually. Let's see if we can pick up an unrest guy of our culture. Excellent. Nope. Unrest guy of our culture. Also, let's grab you as well. Naval officers retiring. I don't care. I don't care about navalness. I'm sorry. Grab you as a corp. And all of this as well. Oh, there's lots to take. Where are we going next? I think that's going to be enough for Portugal. Portugal? Poland. Nope. And nope. Spain. When can we next get into you? Milan, Papal State. Are you part of the HRE? What next? Who next? Oh, still at war with this guy, are we? Minions, why? Oh, minions. Can I declare war on you? Nope, already at war with you. What about war on you as well? Are you actually moving? Yeah, I think they are reacting to this. So it's only a matter of time before that happens. Songhai maybe? Drag Tunis back in. Do that. Can feed a load of it to oh yeah, I've got access all the way up there. Can feed a load of it to Fulo, hopefully. Let's split you in two. One of you head up this way. One of you stay in the Mediterranean. Jean-Pierre wants military access. No, thank you. New Bohemia's Liberty Desire is coming down gradually. Also, let's not take that much attrition. It's no wonder we don't have any troops left. Those two conversions, excellent. Let's have you and you converted. Do we swap out for unrest guy? The extra missionary strength is nice. Wrong culture. No, we'll keep the missionary strength. We'll try and missionarize as much as we can. Oh, we still got our balls of bear. We'll take these two back. And we should be able to walk there, we can't. But once our transports get there, we'll relocate these guys. Not my problem. These should be my heavies. Heavies and galleys. Don't know why I've taken them out of the med. What's going on here? Alright, stop that. Because I need to score it first. And instead, we'll grab you. And Austria picked up Defender of the Faith because when you go revolutionary, you can't be Defender of the Faith anymore. Tariffs on tea. Argentina. No, leave it be. So here, ungrateful natives. What? Oh, of course. I think we stole this off somebody. Kosian. Culture is Kosian. Alright, do we declare war on Poland? Brings in Livonian Order and Lithuania. Or do we declare war on Livonian Order? To bring that much. That'd be a decent fight actually. Get rid of a lot of 1 province miners. Pretty much all of these are 1 province miners. We'd just be able to mop them up. So let's leave Livonia out and let's keep them. Yeah, I'm not going to land on Livonia no. Instead, we're going to concentrate on Lithuania. Declare war. We'll take out as much of Lithuania as we can, and eliminate Poland as well. So, let's move you. That'll be fine. We've got troops down here yet. Why is this not a thing? What is going on? I thought this would be mega easy for my minions, but evidently it's not. You are all in aggressive, you know. Let's put you all in siege. Lots of ones have been discovered spying on me. That's fine. Also, Fulo, let's improve relations with you with a view of getting you integrated at some point. You've been discovered in the Ottomans, you might as well come home. We also might as well get a claim, because it's cheaper if you get claims. You come home as well, you're already at 200. Let's go. Can't bring Lithuania in as a co-belligerent because we already have a truce with them. Just priority. Let's go. We'll pick this stack up, transport it over here to get rid of the 31. That should be it. Meanwhile, I've got 124,000 here. Songhai. Let's not have 124,000 here. Excellent. You step out. Mercenaries as well. Don't need more. I do not need more. Excellent. What about you? Mob this up as well, and then we'll transport this whole group over to deal with our rebels there. Cannons out, max out as well. Or now step off. Admin power. Yep, we're going to be struggling for admin power from now on, I think. Excellent. Next. Pemba. Oh, there you go. And our calls are coming in gradually. Okay, Songhai. Let's declare war on you for showing of superiority. Stupidly, the Tunisians jump in again. I want the siege. I want the siege as well. You're already locked. We can get you there. We'll squish you there. We'll pick you up on these boats and transport you to get rid of our rebels. That's all fine. Level 40 is this? Oh, we already have it. What was I doing? Well, let's chuck U20 on that, U11 there. So you out, you down this way, and you towards Songhai. Actually, no, you're an infantry stack. Let's have just all of you down there. Let's cut through Songhai as quickly as we can. We didn't get him. Should have checked. Alright. Cannons out. Along with mercenaries. The rest. Just chill out a bit. In fact, how many cannons do I have here? Just the 16 on a level what for? A level 8. That's not going to cut it. We would have more heading there as well. Alright. Excellent. Let's just keep you contained. We'll see if Tunis. That didn't last long. Okay, you move as well. I think rebels just popped. I have no idea where they were. Know about you. Now I know about you. What do we have within the vicinity? You. Split you in two. And you head this way. In fact, we can probably get you there just a little bit quicker. So we'll send transport. You. Let's have you moving this way as well. Check you on these boats. Let's go deal with these rebels for once. I could do with the walkway straight through Russia. I don't have it. This is fine. I've got another 18 stack here. Novgorodian separatists. After all this time, Novgorod is not going to pop out. I assure you. Also, can we throw someone with a little bit of siege? No. Can we get someone with some siege? Please? One pip. One pip will do. Not my problem. Also, oh, right, yeah, they're on sieges now. It's about time. Okay, next. Yeah, Songhai shouldn't take too long. Not my problem either. Hello, what's this? Occupied by Huron. Oh, of course I'm not hostile to Huron anymore. I don't really want to get rid of mercenaries just in case I need them again. Let's put you on the boat. Let's get you deposited here. It's a little bit closer. I wouldn't see you next. Bono. Okay. Conversion is successful. Excellent. Let's split you lot up. Now let's take some of this land back. 1, 2, 3. I've missed one of them out somewhere. You in charge of that, and squish those for me if you don't mind. And let's get you converted to the one true faith. I don't know what he was trying there, but it didn't work for him. Again, not my issue. You're at medium. I'd like to separately piece out Chachapoya. And they are getting through him. Slowly but surely. Contract Suez Canal? Yes, please. And we can purchase an ability. What do we take this time? Loot desire in same continent, subjects minus 25%. Or forced march costs no power. Let's go with forced march and costs no power. Can be fairly useful. Excellent. Let's have you split and take both provinces back. Brittany have insulted us, the crazy bastards. And where is your capital? If we just take it. Was this? Where's your capital? Songhai. Oh, it's already been taken. Alright, so it's a case of just fanning out now. Yeah, Songhai stands in 91. Tunis. Let's see you for pieces as well. Won't mind that. Although I'm not desperate for it. Actually, I am. Let's take your coast. Also, I can smell another client state coming along. There's going to be many of them. Can't bring him in as a co-belligerent, but I'll take that. Paper states: Russia, Poland, Livonian Order. Excellent. Let's do that. Coalition might form. It might do, but it also might not do. And we're dangerously overextended, but it's okay. Tunis, Suze, we're going to have to sort you out ourselves. Same with whatever you are. In fact, we should probably just take all that ourselves. Probably just core all that ourselves. It's not a lot, not in the grand scheme of things. So Tunis is now a landlocked country, no access to coastline, no more raiding to be done by the Tunisians. Excellent. Songhai. How much for your entire country? Nah, we'll leave him his capital. We'll feed Fulo first. And then it might end up being a client state. Gives us access to Yao as well. Why not? Let's force your religion. We're not going to be able to make client states down here until we peace out of this war. So let's make sure that this has happened first. This is pretty much, this is all done. Yeah, they can try and take what they want here, but it's not going to make any difference. Okay. We just lost what? Oh, damn it. They must have pieced out Huron, which immediately turns them into rebels. Yep. They pieced out Huron. Huron doesn't exist anymore, which means these are Huron separatists, which means they are now, yep, Huron separatists, that are now hostile to the troops that I had sat on top of him, and therefore much death. Also, I could, can please? Okay. 92%. Also, was that random rebels? Were those rebels mine? Benin? Yeah, no. Sign? Nope. Hawari? Nope. Just random song highness. That's fine. I need this to happen. You can't create client states until you're at peace, so I need this war to be over and done with, which means piecing out Chachapoya for just that. Actually, who are you owned by? Occupied by revolutionary Bohemia. Let's just give you to Bohemian Peru. Done. And you. Bohemian Peru. And Bohemian Peru. Oh, give me everything. That's rare. I mean, still got a fort to get through here. Do you have anything else? No. Okay, that'll do. That all goes to Bohemian Brew. Excellent. Mr. Songhai, let's have you out as well. Have to wait until the diplomats get back though. You come back from Sulo, don't need you there anymore. Songhai. All of that. Can take everything. Yeah, alright. Let's force your religion. We'll come back for you later. Poland in 12 days. I would like that, even though we don't have it. And all of this from Lithuania. Yeah. Get rid of Lithuania in its entirety. And Poland. I'll leave them as one province miners. There's not much difference between the two, is there? Let's just get rid of you. That'll do. Away you go. Right, so we'll be quite overextended at the moment. By some margin. It's a little bit. But the stuff down here can be fobbed off on to Fulo and a client state. But that will be done in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting to snowball now a little bit. Manpower's coming back, slowly but surely. We have more things to convert, and lots of things to core. If I'm at war over here, then I also want a war going on over here, just to fill in the blanks. Get rid of Huesca, Quito, Carib, the like. Just so it's all the same colour, and get rid of this mess and this mess and this mess gradually over time. Tablet Marine, as always, you lot have been amazing. Join me next time for more with Bohemian Revolutionary. It's just our name's everywhere. Our name is everywhere, but it's Revolutionary Bohemia, and we're doing well. Till next time, though. Do take care. Whew. That was alright. When playing Orthodox, usually let the Mamluks be for the first 15-20 years. Ottoman is crap, though, late game. I've never played an Ottoman game, I don't think. No, I think I played it once. And it wasn't that long ago, it was about 6 months ago, just to see exactly how OP they were. I think it was probably whilst I was doing the Byzantine run, and I was wondering what the mindset of the Ottomans were early game, and how often they got the city is the world's desire mission pop up, which is all the time. But yeah, it's mega easy. Who's this? Lithuanian separatists. Oh. Have I done 3 mountains achievement? No, it's not something that really appeals to me, to be honest. World Conquest is... I've done World Conquest. It's just... It gets really boring. And the gamey nature of the things that you need to do in order to get 3 mountains doesn't appeal to me. I don't know. Maybe one day if I get bored. But there's lots more things. There are a lot of other achievements that I'd like to get done before I do 3 mountains. I think the last one that we did was, I think it was on the stream. We took Ceylon. Was it Buddhist Strike Back? Something like that. We took Ceylon. Actually, not all of Ceylon. You just end up with, you just start with these 2 provinces. And we took the entirety of India and flipped it to Theravada religion. This religion that starts down here. That was quite difficult. Yeah, it's not difficult to eliminate the Ottomans, but you either need to stomp on them really hard, really quickly, or you have to wait until the late game, because in the mid game they're quite strong. Very, very, very strong. Also, what do I need to convert? Goa. Yeah, might as well. So Poland isn't a thing. Lithuania is no longer a thing as well. I'm going to have to fob off all of this land to Fulo. Actually, how big is he getting? Fulo's getting quite big. I'll get rid of some of these forts. Gives us access to Yao as well. We can go to war with Spain. Actually, we've got quite a long truce with Spain. Looks like Russia's going to be the next fight that we have for big gains. Is India a very balanced region? I think every country there can get really strong. Yeah. There are some notable exceptions. Here's the one over here. The one with the crazy flag. Yarkand. Is it Yarkand? I think it might be Yarkand. The one that starts with a crazy flag that looks like it's cut into like 8 squares. They start in a fairly terrible position. Yeah, they start in a fairly terrible position because they've got Bengal to one side, they've got Jean-Pierre to the other, they've got Orissa and his minion to the left. You're not doing well as Yarkand. But pretty much anybody around India, give or take, even the one province miners, you can take advantage of other people looking the other way. Or if Dylan, will he get out more? Sorry, my cat's in the way of the microphone now. You silly cat. You can take advantages of people fighting each other, taking note of their manpower and what they're doing. Problem with India late on in the game is that it has 1 million forts because of the amount of one province miners that are there at the beginning, or small countries that are there at the beginning. The AI aren't fans of taking... Dylan, enough. Get you... Dylan, I can't talk through your head. So have a look at the fort map mode. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. Jean-Pierre might have got rid of a few. But yeah, there's still quite a lot. It's quite dense. I expected more than this, to be honest. Enough. It's a microphone. What's the best nation to form India? It depends which India do you want. You've got Bharat and you've got Hindustan. I would say the best nation to form India is probably the Mughals. Jean-Pierre Vijayanagar 1v1. What, in the current state? In this? Vijayanagar probably has more income through trade. It depends what ideas have gone with. They're on espionage. My word. Jean-Pierre, what did you do? Offensive, defensive, innovative. Yep, Jean-Pierre's winning that. No problem. Jean-Pierre's winning that. Need ticket culture. You can make the Mughals using Delhi. I mean, you have to culture shift, but you already are quite close to the bits and pieces that you need in India to form the Mughals anyway. And yeah, this is all fragmented these days. The Timurids aren't this big anymore. I mean, I'm surprised that the Timurids have lasted this long in this game. But this is rolled back to the last patch because I started this game whilst I was playing the last patch. So I've had to roll my game back. So it doesn't take into account the new stuff. Well, they'll take kind of this. Well, the Mughals just give you claims on the entirety of the Indian region. Which, is it claims or calls? I think it's claims. Which knock off quite a sizable amount. But by the time you've taken the entirety of India, it knocks off a sizable amount of admin points needed for taking all the land. Plus, I think the Mughals get co-creation reduction. Fairly certain they do. Yep, very first idea they get is minus 25% co-creation cost. Yeah, permaclaims. Are the permaclaims or do they drop off over time? I thought you had... I mean, the long-term claims. I thought they dropped off after a while. Yeah, I'm surprised the Timurids are still there. Who are you allied with? Allied with Russia, Yarkand. Warned by the Ottomans. Oh dear. As if the Ottomans can do anything. Well, let's start bringing these up to deal with some rebels. I think I'm going to need to leave a stack around here for random rebels that might make their way back to the old Lithuanian capital. You're all heading... I think we got to war with Russia next. I think I'd already mentioned it. 1755. It gives us 5 years to build up our manpower. Should probably fight someone else before then. Congo maybe whilst we're down here. Congo and Chokwe, maybe, perhaps. Maybe a cheeky war into Kilwa. Only allied with an area. Perhaps. Do mercenaries make your army garbage? No. No, they fight at the same rate as your other troops fight. There are some countries that have bonuses to mercenary discipline and things like that. You want to pick them up early though, because picking mercenaries up impacts this bar. And so picking them up early and being able to maintain them is good. You don't want to be picking them up putting them down, picking them back up again, putting them down. But they do a decent job of protecting your manpower, because mercenaries pull from a different manpower pool. That's why the banners of like Manchu and King are so OP. Can't drill them. Yeah. You can't drill them. That's weird. I could, yeah, you can't drill them. But I could drill my banners. When we were playing as Manchu, on our banners. But then they're not really counted as mercenaries, even though they pull from the mercenary pool. I know the strength of the already massively up Ebo. Have you ever formed Yuan? Yeah, if you go... Let's have a look. I didn't turn it into a series, but they'll be streamed. They're quite long streams. But we started as Ming. We went from Ming, we formed Shan. From Shan, we formed Great Yuan. We kept the Great Yuan and Great Yuan ideas whilst flipping to Manchu for the banners. Once we had the Manchu banners, we then flipped to King, and then from King we kind of obliterated the world. It was really fun. Yeah, banners not hard much, but they still pull from the mercenary manpower pool. So when your banners take a hit, it doesn't affect your manpower, and yet you can still drill them. That was OP. I keep forgetting how OP that was. I think it was our second war with the Ottomans, where we were just I was a little apprehensive, but we just ended up stack wiping within seconds. Brilliant. East Asia, your favorite region to play in? It was really good. When the Ming explosion, that kind of thing, was still a thing, it was really interesting. I mean, my very first playlist, my very first series ever that I did on YouTube was with Japan. It was click the button X amount of random times and see what we come up with, and it turned out to be actual Japan, but yeah, it was still fun. But yeah, it's mega fun. It got less fun with the whole Mandate of Heaven and Ming and its tributaries, and it got more static. I don't know. Ming became like the Ottomans of over here, but just less fun, really. But yeah, it's by no means for those that don't know what they're doing. Paradox have gone a weird route with Ming, and with Russia to some extent with the third Rome DLC. It's turned the countries into very specialist countries, and if you know how to play them, then you know how to play them. If you've got the hours stacked where you know how to play them, then fair enough. But if you don't, and you're new to the game and you jumped into Ming, I would be lost. I would be lost because of the intricacies with playing Ming and keeping the mandate up, and not spending the mandate when you're 80% because it takes you too low, but wait until it gets all the way to 100 before you spend it on the celestial reforms and the decree thing and the tributaries and the statuses of them, and not actually being able to expand because that's not what Ming actually is meant to do. It's I don't know. It's something different, but I don't really like the whole Ming thing. saying China. Actually, the origin of the name China wasn't it dynasties? Not dynasties. Individual like giant kingdoms inside of China, and you had like the Qin dynasty up here that gradually took more and more land, more and more stuff, until they unified the entirety of China. I think I remember watching a documentary on that at some point, and they did it pretty much by the quality of their weapons. They had really good weapons, really good quality steel, which was pivotal in combat at that age. Okay. They didn't tweak at all with the explosions. Don't believe it. Anglicanism, but these new additions seem to mostly roleplay purpose. Yeah, I did. I played a British campaign with the Anglicanism, even before playing the new update. I was a bit wary of Anglicanism because it's a very niche religion that doesn't offer much, but allows you to pick up Defender of the Faith, but you'd never actually have to defend anyone. Because not many other people go Anglican. So if you can pick up Defender of the Faith and not actually have to rush to the defense of anybody, then it's morale of armies, morale of navy. Yeah, fair enough. Morale of navies, no one's bothered about morale of navies. But extra missionary, the war exhaustion is brilliant. Yearly prestige is alright. Yearly faithful influence is alright. Technology cost, you counter that by just spending your points wisely. Plus the Anglican powers that are essentially just give me another 1,000 ducats, please. Every year or so. I don't know. I found it a weak religion. Plus the innovativeness that they brought along, the stuff that's up here with the little green bottle. That's fairly weak. I don't know. It doesn't seem worth it. A lot of user interface problems, lots of new tabs being added. Starting to get a little more organised. Yeah, I'd agree with that. It used to stop here at the military tab, and then they added another and another, and it's just there's now this is almost redundant, and they've added another for missions, but this whole mission system they've taken out, and they've replaced it with something that's more, I don't know, it feels like a Civ game. I don't like the new mission system. Everybody seems to be creamy in the pants about the new mission system, and it's a nice novelty, but it's not something that I'd want to play long term. I'd want to go back to the old mission system. I want to be able to choose. Going to a debate with someone about this actually. They were saying how brilliant the new mission system was. I was like, I'd swap all that out for the missions that give me extra Diplo when I desperately need it, or the missions that will give me extra missionary strength when I need it. Not just be forced down one route that the developers think that I should take my country. It's as if the developers have thought, right, you can play the game and you can play the game this way, and we'll give you bonuses if you do play the game this way, and we'll give you nothing if you play it any other way. I don't know. Well, I got through 2 episodes. That's what happens when I do it live. I end up chatting to people. But that is going to have to be me for this recording session, though, ladies and gentlemen. I need to just realised I don't have food for my cat, therefore I'm going to have to nip to the shop and and grab him some food before I end up inevitably going to work and dealing with drunken people. What are you doing to that microphone, you stupid cat? What are you doing? You can't eat the microphone. I will get you food, honest. New mission system is also useless in game. It is, yeah. Yeah. Late game, yeah. Say you're Japan, Mega's exploded. How do you conquer China quickly? What steps do you take? Say your Japan and Ming has exploded. Well, it's the same culture, isn't it? The same culture? Yeah, it's exactly the same culture. So you're going to have the same problems here that you would have with HRE. Any land that you do take, it's going to piss off every single other country in here. The best thing you can do is ally as many of them as you can, because aggressive expansion doesn't stack with your allies, or your allies don't feel as much of that aggressive expansion, like a pitiful amount. It's going to be the same culture group, it's going to be the same religion, and that is where you're going to stack the most amount of aggressive expansion. So yeah, ally as many of them as you can. Try to isolate one or two and eat them in their entirety, and then break an alliance with the next one that you're going to eat. Wait the 5 years and then try to eat them in their entirety, and then break the next alliance. If you can, try and ally as many as you can, and eat them. Depends what kind of infighting happens between the fractured states. But that's what I do to try keep down. Your biggest problem is going to be aggressive expansion in this area, and the last thing you want is every single one of those states turning against you. So yeah, ally one or two or three, three or four, and whatever you haven't managed to ally, go and eat. Time to feed the cat. Yeah, the cat is a Bengal cat, so he's very affectionate. He's very loud, and he must be in about 70% of my videos. Is it nearly food time? So he's been quiet now. China exploded, and a profit in that case because you generate loads of AE. Yeah. Okay, so I'll probably be doing something the same, well, similar to this tomorrow. What day is it today? Saturday. Is it Saturday today? Saturday. It is Saturday. That's what happens when I work nights. It's Saturday today. Yeah, I'll be doing something similar tomorrow. Would just be trying to get a little bit further ahead. I've run out of videos for the continuation of my Bohemia campaign. Also, I've been lagging behind. I've been a little bit lackadaisical with getting my Bohemia videos out, so I'm going to try and get back to one a day as I was previously. So I need a little bit of a backlog just to cover the times when, or the days when I can't be asked. So that's two in the bag. I put one out today. That's two in the bag. I want a good amount out tomorrow, maybe 4 or 5. And at this rate, an episode takes an hour. So yeah, that'll be a few hours done tomorrow. But also, tomorrow is it's obviously bank holiday, and I'm going to be working on the bank holiday as well, dealing with yet more drunken people. Oh, dealing with drunken people, love it. Thanks for joining, Packbell. It's always good chatting to people about the game. Star Traders Frontiers. Star Traders Frontiers. I'll just write that down. Start to get your head out of it. Star Traders Frontiers. Right up. Maybe try Ulm World Conquest one day. One day, well, we will try Ulm proper. I wonder what the mission tree is like for Ulm. That'll be weird. Anyway, until it's a lot of managing, you know. Lot to learn in this game. Played a long time. Still learning new things. Of course. The moment you think that you've learned everything in a Paradox game, there's a new DLC that pops out. So no matter how many hours you have, and I do have quite a few. How many? I do have quite a few. Well, you get your face off that microphone, you stupid cat. Oh. I don't matter how many hours you have, there's always going to be something else that you can learn. Always. And the replayability is brilliant. I know that I complain about U4 quite a lot, but I would struggle to find a game with... I struggle to find a game that I could sink almost 3,000 hours into, still be learning things, and it still be interesting. And there are still countries that I haven't played in EU4, and yet the cost, fair enough, with the amount of DLCs it's a little bit silly, the amount that a new player would have to spend, it's again a little bit silly, but I've spread that cost over years and years and years. But still, the amount of money that I spent to the amount of hours that I've got out of it, I'm well ahead. You heard the cat? Yeah. General thing, 2k hours, learn 1 or 2 things every game. Yeah, every game. I think it takes a good 500 to 800 hours just to really get the basics down. You played 7,000 hours plus? Nope, no, I haven't played 7,000 hours. Just short of 3,000. Just short of 3,000. But then CK2's very similar in the way that it has a lot of depth. Almost opposite to the new games that are coming out these days, that are really pretty but they have no depth and no replayability, in No Man's Sky, and what's the pirate one that came out that you played with your friends but there was nothing to do, and such. So 130 hours newbie. Yep. Well, no, not newbie. Yeah, you'll be learning. You'll have the mechanics down by now. With 800 odd hours, you'll know what to do and what not to do. You'll know when the Ottomans are strong and when they're getting weaker. You'll know the mechanics of Ming, and you'll know what mercs do, and you'll know the value of keeping your professionalism up. You'll know the value of keeping your manpower up. You'll know the value of buildings in certain positions and trade routes and things like that. And that's where the game really starts getting interesting. Once you can sit down and actually play the game, and with 800 hours you'll be able to. It's not going to be, you know, running into brick wall after brick wall after brick wall, trying to Google, because we've all been there. We've all started as, I don't know, France or Spain or Portugal or Britain, and we've taken a wrong turn, and then we've had to Google what the fuck went wrong there. And you do that for countless amount of campaigns, or you start watching people's YouTube videos and see what they're doing that you did wrong, or how they're doing it different. And to a certain extent, I think it got to the point where I'd be playing a video and I'd pause and I'd go to the exact same menu that they went to click exactly the same button to get to the exact bit of information that they were referring to, just because you kind of forget how complex the game is and how many menus are, and how the different places that these menus are hidden, especially when it comes to things like the ledger as well. But it's good. Once you get into it, it's good. Anyway. Learn best by imitating YouTube video playthroughs. Yeah, and you just sort of, you pause the video, you go to the bit that they've clicked on, you unpause, you wait for a little bit of text, or a little bit of conversation afterwards, and then you learn that little bit about that little bit of menu. You're like, oh, well, I'll remember that, kind of, sort of, and then you continue with the video. I mean, that's how I learned. So this is just me trying to give a little bit back to the community, because I learnt off YouTube, so I might as well do something, give something back. Still Google minor stuff. Yeah. I mean, you can't possibly. You could. No, that's a lie. You could hold everything in your head, but it'd push out the basic things, like, I don't know, how to spoon feed yourself. You'd forget how to eat pizza or something. So having the basics, and then having a little bit of specialist knowledge, but then, you know, not being too proud to pull up a Google tab and just type in, I don't know, the requirements for turning revolutionary, or the bringing up the French ideas like I just did. It's always good to learn a little bit more every session. Little bits, little and often. Anyway, Dylan, is it nearly food time? Is it food time? Is it food time? Is it food time? Yeah, it's food time. Is it? Okay, guys, I'm gonna get off and feed my cat, and I will see you tomorrow. Until then, do take care.